Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
You doing the regatta shuffle right now? Oh, let's go in. Let's scoop in. Some cold style and take. Let's go.
Yo, it's episode 81 of the Sup'm Show. I'm Dyson Knight, alongside the beautiful Ans, and of course, the man that needs his own
The man,
space.
the myth, the legend.
All
What's
right.
known don't need to be, explained.
Juan is in the building, and Dr. Ket Bazad will be joining us in just a few. Y'all ever meet someone who just really mean for no reason? I mean, like first introduction, like they would say something like, I know someone who could do your hair better than that, you know.
Oh gosh.
Who normally
Ew.
would say something like that?
I feel sad for people like that because they just must be so hurt and miserable in their own personal life.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? You know people who are like that. Do you
Yes.
do you think any of you like that? One, would you just go up to somebody and be like, bro, you need a different barber?
I don't care that much about people to tell you the truth. As a matter of fact, I don't even like people. So no. Just being honest.
I mean,
So I had
truly, I'm
this-
the type of person I would try to find something to compliment somebody on long before I try to tear something down.
But do you know mean people?
I have encountered mean people.
Any of
Yeah,
them?
there was a bunch of mean people in the group the other day, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though. There's a bunch of
wouldn't
mean
even-
people in that group.
I kind of figured that
And-
this show is gonna go in that direction anyway, right? So Juan is talking about something we were discussing inside our group chat through the
wow.
course of the week, where I deliberately said something in a way to
Outlandish.
set a fire, right? What I said was women need to shut up, sit down, and be obedient, or something like that, or follow my lead, or do what I say.
Do what
Right?
I tell them to do.
Yeah, do what I tell them to do. And I deliberately said it like that to see what type of reaction it was gonna get. And it was so funny because one chimed in and said exactly what a woman would say in response to what I said. And then Ans, you correct me if I'm wrong, you took it to some of your friends, and their response
was spot on.
quote unquote what Juan said that they would say.
Would you like me to say what they would say?
But no.
Keep in mind, what Juan said they would say to the type of way that you spoke.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That's the important part.
No,
Do you think-
there's two important parts here. That's
Okay.
the important part, and the other important part is I called it before it happened. There's two important parts here. I agree with you.
Exactly.
There you go.
Look, yeah. So,
Hi, Mari.
so my thing is, and this isn't what got me on the topic of talking about mean people, right? Because what they said in response to what I said was mean, but one would argue that I asked for that, right? And
Correct.
what my purpose for for saying what I said, the way I said it, was specifically to show that men may say things as well as women may say things, and it may be received by the other person totally different from the way they meant it. Because
Yeah.
what I meant when I said what I said was, an Ans, you had to filter out the
I
way
did.
I said it and pull the meaning from it, right?
I did.
So
I deciphered it.
Yes, what did you decipher from my statement? Do you remember?
Well, a bit. I think what I got from it was that what you wanted to say was that you would prefer for her to follow your lead, allow you to lead. And then there was another part of it where I could feel that there was frustration after telling her to do something over and over or whatnot, and then her not listening, and then you still having to come back and clean up all the mess because she didn't listen.
Yes. And
But so I'll
yes.
say that
Mm-hmm.
something that I have learned to always do when I'm having a conversation with someone, if I feel like it's like, wait, that sounds bad or that sounds harsh, I'll say something like, okay, what I hear you saying is, and
Mm-hmm.
that gives people an opportunity to say, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, or nope, that ain't what I'm saying. To kind of
I get you.
try to decipher.
But back to me and people though. Would you consider me being me and understanding? Because maybe I really don't want to go down this road. But
Go down
anyway, I
the
already
road,
started
bro.
this
I
road.
feel
Go
like
down the
there are
road.
mean people, and then there are people who are reacting.
Or
So
there
you
could
don't
be
think you
reactive,
don't think a
reactive
main
mean
reaction?
people.
You don't think a
Say it
main?
again.
I
Go
say
ahead, one.
there could also be reactive mean people too.
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
but okay. Let me get the inside scoop here when it comes to the way women think. Right.
Hmm.
What I said can turn a nice woman into a mean woman. Yes or no? What I said, the way I said it.
Depend on the woman. Oh boy, we hey, we got a full house of answers.
Hi,
Oh boy,
Jasmine.
crucify JP, crucify him. Ladies,
They
bring
ain't
it,
come for you,
bring it,
JB.
bring
They
it.
come for me. I
Absolutely
start
not.
this. I start this.
You
He's my
definitely did start this,
he's
Dyson.
my
This is your.
gals. They're my
Yeah,
gals
that's
alone,
right.
JB.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
no, I was asking. The way I said it would turn a very nice, pleasant woman into a mean girl immediately because of the way I said things. Yes?
but I don't even feel like that would be making them a mean girl. That would
But
be
what
meaning
they
they're.
said, what they said in response to what I said was very mean.
I don't think they. I think they were trying to figure out why you said what you said, and I
Mm-mm,
feel like that's
mm-mm, mm-mm.
yes,
Tell them what they said.
yes.
No, no, no,
Tell the people what
no,
they said, JP.
no.
Before they
Listen,
even said it, tell them what they
first and
said.
foremost, right? First and foremost, if they were trying to figure out what he was saying, they would have said, "Hey, can we get some context behind this?"
Well, no.
Instead, hold on. Instead, don't try to cover up for your peoples now.
Anyway, go
Instead,
on, carry on.
yeah, I will.
Okay,
Instead, you know what they
please
said? You know what they say? Oh,
go
they
ahead.
sound like they got small dick energy. Who hurt
Uh-uh.
them?
Well,
And I
but
said
it's
that
true.
about 2 hours before you even said it. I knew this what they were going to say because this is what all women resort to when they can't make a
It's
point.
it's not resorting, and I don't understand how some people cannot comprehend that when a woman starts going down the line of these thoughts, it's more of a trying to figure out. Wait, okay, so what happened to him? Why
Hi,
would
J.
he feel
Andrea.
like a woman has to do what he says? Why does he feel
Why
like
not
he
ask
should
those
have to
questions, though,
hush?
Ants?
I'm speaking.
Yeah,
Why would he
I can mute
feel
his mic.
like
One more outburst
why
like
would
that,
he
muting your
feel
mic.
like he can talk to a woman like that? So in a sense, it's like us. Okay, well, is it small dick energy? Did somebody hurt him? Like, is he trying to overcompensate for something he doesn't have? It's more like a trying to figure out because there's no way you were just born and built and thinking that harshly. So I think it's just a woman's way of trying to figure out. Wait, why is he like this? What happened to him?
No, it's a woman's
And what
way
did
of
they come up with?
gaslighting. Of
And what did they come
gaslighting.
up
That's
with?
what you guys do. Yeah,
What did they
please tell
come
me.
up with?
Well, it can only be assumptions because they don't know you. They don't know if it's small dick energy. They don't know if somebody hurt you. They
So
don't
why
they
say
don't
it?
know.
So why
So it's
say it?
only
Okay.
assumptions
So why
unless
say it?
okay.
It sounds listen, hold on. It sounds misogynistic, guys. It does not give small dick energy. LOL. It says this is said with all due respect. So why say it then? Why label it that? Why not label it misogynistic, guys? Why say small dick energy? I'm just asking. Why say those
It
words?
is it meant to be insulting?
That's all it's for, bro. That's all it's for.
So here's the thing though. It wasn't said to you. So it
Hold on.
Yes.
wasn't meant
But
to
but but
be
but 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 but
insulting to
Ants.
you. They didn't
But
say it
Ants,
to
watch this
you.
though. But
We
watch
were
No, no,
this
no.
though.
talking amongst
I didn't
ourselves.
take
Do
it
I
as an
not
insult.
do I not share this similar points of view with my co-host? I
Say it
do.
again.
Do I not share similar points and point of views with what Dyson said? Maybe not to that extreme, but I share certain point of views with what he said.
I mean, I think it's just as extreme as how Dyson said it. I think you could have copied and pasted that, and that came right from you.
Okay, so that answer could have been for any one of us in the group, correct?
I
What
might as well
answer?
have made this the show
Oh,
topic for the
come
day.
on.
What
Boy,
answer?
look here.
What answer?
Because
And
it
stay
sounds like
driving
we
the
going
car
in
and
it.
turn to the
What
left or right, boy. She
answer?
never
Just
drives
answer
straight.
that. What answer?
What answer?
What
What are you
answer?
talking about?
Yeah,
you
I'm
talking
trying to follow. Where are we at? Where are we in this
And that's
conversation?
what
'Cause
I'm trying to figure out, Dyson. He said that answer could have been for any one of us. And I asked, what
The
answer
small
are you
dick, the
talking about?
small dick energy, who hurts you? That answer. That particular answer. Only that.
It wasn't an
yeah.
That can go
answer
for
to
any one of
y'all
us.
though. That's what y'all
Oh,
missing. What I hear you guys saying is that these things were said to y'all. It was not. Who
no,
says
no,
these women would have said this directly to Dyson?
no,
The
no,
point
no.
I'm making is this was a free space that
Yeah.
we all were sharing our opinions of what that kind of
Yes.
energy could be stemming from.
And the opinions
Mm.
are very appreciated. But here's my thing. I said it, meaning for it to be taken
Considering.
generally and to be across the board for all men who go above and beyond to figure things out and handle situations in a reasonable, logical manner. Who seldomly make mistakes, and when they do, they clean up their mess.
The mess, exactly.
So I was speaking from that man's point of view, telling a woman who frequently does whatever she wants to do because she's the big boss and she's the bad bee and this and that, and she messes up a lot and has to either go running to her significant other, her daddy, or some sweetheart or boyfriend or something, some man,
Hey, you
to
know what they
fix the
don't run to
problem.
though? Accountability. They don't
Or
run to
even her
that.
girlfriends. Or
They
even her
don't run to
girlfriends for that
accountability
matter.
though.
And this is why context is important, because there was no context
Perhaps you
Correct.
should have
when
given
you
some then.
Correct.
made your statement. And
Perhaps you
that's
Correct.
should have given
purposely
some.
why, and that's
Okay.
purposely why too. When I took a screenshot and I sent it, I said, ladies, I want your raw opinion without any
I
context.
agree, Lamaria.
You didn't have to say it the way exactly.
I
That's the
agree.
point.
I
And
agree.
so that exactly. So it was like I took that statement. I'm like, what do y'all
Hey,
think about
Ruckus.
Ruckus.
this? I'm like,
Yes.
because I'm like, when you said it, I was like, Dyson, like
Well,
that was my true reaction. So I'm like, let me
let
make sure I'm not tripping.
How dare
let
you,
me
Dyson? How dare you?
now that there's context. Then let me ask this: now that there's context, does that change the way women would react to me saying you need to sit down, shut up, and let me handle it?
And make a sandwich while you're at it.
Look
What
at
you
your
asking, Dyson?
face.
What that what?
And those clothes that been sitting at an hamper, get to them too.
I'm asking now that there's
Delivery, even with
context.
contact, that's
She
rude.
said nope.
Delivery,
Marie say
exactly.
nope.
The delivery is still wrong. But I told you,
She,
and it's the same thing that I said. It's like men know women are emotional, yet
Uh-huh.
still don't, stand on that. Like women
Oh,
are emotional. So
can
if
I?
you know that,
uh-huh.
then why wouldn't you want to handle her in a gentler way? Like,
Okay. Can I just bring it in a most gentler way that I know how to?
Please. Please.
Perhaps they
let
could
me
accept
see
it.
this.
Please. Let me see your gentle side.
Could
Let me
you
see it.
could you please shut up?
No.
Hold on. Could you please stop talking and let me handle this?
Or
Better?
can you please listen?
Okay.
Stop
Okay.
and listen.
Okay.
Can you please stop, listen, let me handle this, go make a sandwich, and then bring it on back.
Or how about stop,
Hold on.
listen. How about you let me take care of this? You make us something to
Sir,
eat, and I'll deal with this.
why you gotta
That's
say
what
make something to eat? Go make a sandwich. Don't make nothing to eat. Out
But
Pacific. A sandwich.
Grant, I'm just saying delivery.
It's saying,
Quick, ladies and gentlemen.
it's saying no male.
Let's just welcome Dr. Ken Bazard to the conversation, the discussion. Dr. Bazard is in the.
Go ahead,
I
ladies,
guess
jump on
I'm going to
him.
put you back to the side whilst you catch up on what we end up talking about at this moment, because I know you could feel a little clueless for a second. So go ahead.
Yeah. By
Let me
him.
touch this. Okay, Mark. I don't want you to make me marginal. We are not talking about that right now. Okay.
Good for you, K Mac. And I would say what
Don't
I
make me
said in the
mad.
group, but I don't want Hans getting the feelings.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me do this like this. So, Ruckus, we can't trust you have no profile. I'm like that too, Jazz, but I can lie. But Ruckus, we know him. He's a legit
See,
person.
thank you. Thank you.
But what if the man hungry? Okay,
I'm
wait.
hungry.
Y'all cost me
it's
lose
how
my train of thought,
it
y'all.
is tone. It is tone and delivery, Dyson. So many things is not what you say, it's how you say it.
My love, can you please shut up and go make me a sandwich?
No, tell me how it's supposed. You said, can you please listen and allow me to explain
Like
the way
if
that I
she's
am
like
going to
if
handle the
she's like
situation?
chattering. And I'm
That,
not saying that you guys are not meant to get upset because any human being can get frustrated.
thank you.
But even in that moment, it can be a stop.
Uh-huh.
Listen, how about let me fix this? Let me take care of this, and you make us some sandwiches.
Yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, okay. But you know what that giving me? Saying it that way is giving me small dick energy.
Basically, that's what it is.
Saying it that way is giving small dick energy.
Yeah, you don't think so? You don't think that if I say it like that, the
you
woman
guys
is
are
going to
men.
run over me?
Luckily, see, you are a man. Men. So women say small dick energy. Men don't say
Right.
that. So why would
No,
you
we
know
don't.
what small dick energy is?
Well, I
That's
could
not
figure it
small dick
out
energy.
because
That's
I
actually
know
real sexy for a man
if
to figure out how to, handle her a little more gentle.
no.
That's
We all
sexy.
know.
That's not small dick energy.
We all know that if you have a small member, you have to lower your voice in a relationship. You know you can't bark loud in a
Hey,
household
Dyson.
with
Hey,
a small
Dyson.
member.
Or you have to cook and iron.
What?
I do cook and iron, but I know
Okay.
I know that don't have nothing to do with the size of my member. I do what
I
I
cook.
feel
I
like,
cook.
Does
I
not.
don't iron.
right? But okay, so back to me and people. You know what? Freak the me and people thing up.
Exactly. Clearly, they're not women, so they
Wording
wouldn't
is
know.
more gentle and with care is small dick energy. Yeah, it is.
It's
Next.
not. It's not.
No,
Next.
okay. The
It's
question
not.
why I'm asking this Lamaria, and I'm pronouncing it right. Is it
Lamaria, yeah.
Lamaria? Lamaria. Okay,
Lamaria. You had it right the first time.
Lamaria. Yeah.
La Maria.
The reason why I say it's that way is because I am under the belief. Correct me if I'm wrong. That when a man is gentle, is considerate and
Suavecito.
kind natured, he is
Suavecito.
usually the good guy that finishes last. He is usually the one that gets trampled over by a significant other.
Finish
Am I
last. He ain't
am I
even in
mistaken?
the race, buddy.
You are
He ain't even in the
mistaken.
race.
Anybody
He
can
ain't
be
in the
trampled
race.
when they're
Finish
with the wrong
last.
partner. And
Come
I'm
on
not
now.
saying that it can't be balanced, but you shouldn't be rude or mean to your partner, period. And I mean, this is both ways, not just men
No,
to women, but women to men.
but we have the context now. This isn't me being rude or mean. This is me being frustrated with having to tell you, with having to fix something that I told you not to break, or I told you how not to break it. Right?
The
So
delivery is still poor.
this
You need
this
to
is
work
you
on that.
pissed. This is me pissed off. So if
Mm-hmm.
a woman is angry that a man messed up something that she told him, she already communicated to him how the situation is supposed to be run. He frig it up. And now it is the I told you so moment. You feel as though a woman would say nicely and gently to the man, "Oh, honey, it's probably best that
Yeah.
you reside
Yeah.
from further work on this situation and allow me to take care of it as I know exactly how to cure and remedy this thing."
You
That's what the
So
woman
let
is
Shakespeare,
going
buddy.
to say.
so let me ask you this,
Shakespeare.
Dyson.
Yes.
Shakespearean.
Are women and men the same?
No.
Okay, would that kind of statement work for you? Would you like that kind of statement?
Came back in trouble, boy,
What
definitely.
you just said. But see,
Mm,
what I'm trying to wrap my mind around is right.
yes.
Like, literally, a woman is here. Women are in the comments. We are telling y'all
Yeah.
what is considered small dick energy versus not. We are telling y'all how the conversation, how the words could be tweaked to seem a little better. Like, we're telling y'all, listen, y'all are still like, no, that's not the way. What if the
But
woman
you,
said it to a man? But
but you
men
know,
take things differently.
Okay. Okay.
Hans,
You
hold
know
on.
what I mean? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Get it, Juan.
Let me chime in on this. Then afterwards, y'all please give the
Like,
floor to
I
Dr.
mean,
Ken
so
Bazar.
to me,
Listen here.
someone that can that expose like that does not know how to
Fair enough,
manage their
Lamario.
emotions.
Fair enough.
Like, you got to be able to, you know,
You got to be able to what?
exactly.
Frustration is one thing. Speaking to me in a manner where respect is out the window is the start of the end. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. With all of the ladies, the women are saying. Um, however, I am speaking. I am speaking from the context in which I provided. Right.
The delivery was still wrong, Dyson.
Honestly,
Ah,
I gotta say this.
Okay. All right.
I gotta say this though.
Agreed.
I,
Because I knew it was wrong. Go ahead. Go ahead, Doc. Sorry.
I gotta say this. I'm kind of, this is actually a point that me and JP debate a lot, right? Um, but I gotta say, in most cases, where he's get me when we have our debates is this same point here. When it comes to consideration of anybody's feelings, the man's feelings is never considered. It's always the woman's feelings and how she interprets the situation that's considered
bingo.
most of the time. Most of the time, if anybody have to take the baby, if anybody have to take more care with how they with the delivery, is the male. The female could deliver how she wants, and we just supposed to take it. In most cases, most cases. Now, you may have some special females who may consider that, but it has been my personal experience in the one or two girls I've dated in my lifetime that
Where women are harsh and like, but Dr. Ken,
why is that funny? Why is
Dyson,
that
you
funny?
saw the
but
nasty five plus
Why
one look, right?
agree with
Okay.
you.
why is that funny? That's not funny. That's
Go
not
ahead.
wait,
funny.
wait,
Let that
wait,
I
wait,
talk
wait.
with.
We have to pause. We have to pause.
Let's
We have to
just
take a time out. Hold on. Just everybody just pause.
Yeah.
Continue, Dr. Cat Bazaar.
I'm just
Good.
No,
let me finish this answer.
okay.
I'm just saying, my experience with those few women has been that when it is time to put on the kid gloves, it is me who need to tone it down and be polite and be gentle and be nice. But when they have an issue with me, it ain't no be gentle and be respectful. Or if I even open my mouth and say that, it's like, you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So there ain't no kid gloves when the woman telling me but my behind and what I doing wrong and pick your goddamn clothes up off the floor and whatever. Ain't no kid gloves there. You understand what I'm saying? But when it's me, I
My
have to
brother.
have kid gloves.
So I hear what you say, and what I can say to that is, I feel like there are situations where people are just don't know how to properly express what they want to say, and they don't consider their partner's feelings. I do know that there are situations where it's men that are doing it to women, and I know it is situations where women can speak outlandish to men. Do I know anyone that's ever done something like that before? Yes, I do. But at the same time, it still takes a friend being like, no, ma'am, that is not the way you should talk to someone you care about. So there, but what I'm saying is it's not just more on women, I mean more on men from women. It's both ways. Some people
Mm-mm,
are just mean.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
Or some people have mean moments.
mm-mm.
Yes,
I
it's
gotta
true.
say,
I'm
I've experienced more of.
Isaac, there you go.
I'm
He's,
talking
he's
about
about to say exactly.
but
Go ahead,
see,
Ken.
that's the thing. You can
just
only speak on what you've experienced.
no.
I can
I
only
was
speak
actually going
on
to
what
mention.
I've experienced.
I was going to mention what I've observed, not even experienced, but from what I've seen other people experience. From I was a,
Hmm.
I remember being in my boy house and listening to his mom talk to his dad, and we used to be playing Nintendo. We used to be like, dude, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like the way she's talking
Yep.
to him, she quiet the whole house, and he's there talking in his highest pitch voice. He's there talking, well, and she's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's sad.
So I'm saying, but and that's not uncommon, and that's the
Nope,
thing.
not at all.
Let's
Not
not
at
be
all.
delusional and think that that's uncommon. It's not uncommon. It's really
Let
not.
me let me ask a
It's not,
question.
but
Let me
it's
double down
not.
Go
on
ahead,
that
Juan.
point right quick.
It's
Go
not
ahead,
Let me
Juan.
uncommon.
double down on that point. Listen, it's the same thing, right? And I've been in business now for myself almost 20 years here in Fort Lauderdale, in Florida. And the same thing happens out of 8 to 10 jobs I go to do an estimate for, right? Before we get started. If I walk in that house and I give my analysis of what needs to be done, I'm a flooring contractor, right? You know what's the first thing the man of the house always says? Always. Count
Let
on
me
it.
check with my wife.
No, 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 no,
What?
no. Let me talk to the boss first. Let me talk to the boss first. And you know who the boss is?
His
His
wife.
wife. Hold on.
Same thing.
Let me finish.
Same
Let me
thing.
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Hmm.
It's the same thing. I see men over here all the time have $1.2 million house, $500,000 house, and he gotta ask his wife for a man cave. Are you fucking kidding me? The whole house is my man cave. I bought the house.
Maybe that's the
I
problem.
bought the
Maybe
house.
that's the problem. Maybe you all should have bought it. Because see,
No, 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 no. That's not the
with the
point,
kind of
Ants.
mentality
You see,
you have,
you see what happens here?
because I
This is
don't
what happens
see
here.
I
All
don't
the
see anything
time,
Oh,
right?
hold
wrong
on, hold on, hold on, hold
Go
on,
with
ahead.
hold on,
with
hold
a
on,
I ain't finished my
man.
point though.
With
hold
a
on,
Can I
hold
finish
on,
my
hold
point?
on,
woman,
One at a
Ants.
time. One at a time.
especially
One at a time.
Hold on,
Can I
Ants. Hold
finish?
on.
Can I finish?
Right.
One
Get
at
a
a
little
time.
piece of notepad because
Let me finish.
I
Let me
value your
finish.
point. Go ahead.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Hmm.
It's not about who bought the house or whatever, whatever. It's about that the majority of men are afraid. They're afraid of either the woman taking the coochie away from them. You understand?
Oh
The man
no.
is the head of the house. Woman is the neck. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, like I was saying, like I was saying,
Use a
JP,
mean, use a
nine
mean
times out
person,
of ten,
JP. Use a
nine
mean
times out,
person. That was very
9 times
mean.
out of 10
that
when I
was
go on
very
these
JP.
jobs, after I already give them the numbers and then watch this. And then I'll be like, okay, cool. I'll come back in 2 days when your boss is here, right? When I get back there, the woman is the most bitchiest person in the world. In the
Ah,
world, that this dude on eggshells in his own home that he provided for her. We ain't talking about
right,
if they come together and both of them buy it. That's a whole different scenario.
right, right.
But you see, whenever you bring points like that to the forefront, right? These chicks love to move the goalpost to something else because y'all live in what if world. Well, what if this and what if that? I live in the real world, man.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. I live in the real world with real shit that go on, not the what if world where unicorns and leprechauns exist. Come on,
Ants,
man.
you
Get
remember
real.
your point? You remember your point,
I,
Ants?
I don't.
Okay.
But
All right.
let me say I agree to some degree with both of y'all. But came both of the we had two great points here, even though we kind of skipped over it. Lamaria made a great point. The woman is ahead. Sorry, the man is ahead. The woman is the neck, and
Hmm.
you can't
Yes.
do
In a
without
partnership.
either. You can't do without either one as a partnership. You can't do without either one. If you destroy either one, it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I really I am happy that she said that, and she's been called a unicorn for that. So, but I agree with that. I agree with that. I will also, but and listen, we never give men the easy way out on the show.
Nope.
Okay, we never give men. Don't. We don't want people to think that we're biased or something like that. If you're acting together, then you don't deserve a woman who's a neck. You don't deserve a woman who's a
Exactly.
tail. Yeah, I got to be together. Number one. So let's just get that clear and always make sure we state that up front. If you're
Mm-hmm.
acting together, go and sit down and be quiet.
Yep.
Now, with K Mac, I like his point too. My woman is my wife. My wife is a finance guru. She's a genius with numbers. I hate numbers. I hate adding and subtracting. I hate trying to figure out how much money I need to spend. Just tell me when to spend it. So she handles the finance, and that's biblical. The Bible actually states that women have a better kind of sense for that than we do. All right, the two of us are supposed to work together in that regard. You understand what I'm saying? We're supposed to work together in that regard. That's the way I see it, and that's the
Yeah.
way it works for me. If you find somebody who you could do that with, great. But if your situation has to be something that's either more complex or less complex, then you just got to make that work too. But being mean to each other is
It's
never going to
foolish.
help.
No.
That's never going to help. Once you're mean to me, I'm not going to be mean to you. If you respect me, I'm going to respect you. But don't be disrespectful to me and expect me to treat you the same way. It's not gonna happen. I used to do that. I ain't gonna lie. I used to do that, but I'm way beyond that stage now. I'm gonna give you the same energy you're giving me. So
Yep.
whatever you're getting from me, and this is something that women need to pay attention to. A lot of times you're wondering why you're getting a certain energy from that man. It's because of the energy you're giving him. And you need to
Mm.
consider sometimes exactly what it is that he needs from you. Sometimes he don't need the attitude. No, sometimes. Never does the man needs your attitude. Never. You don't ever need your attitude. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So when you in that type of mood and you give him that energy, it's almost like the floor is open to whatever you receive from him. Depending on how weak or strong he is, you're gonna get different reactions. And
I
unfortunately,
mean, that's people though. That's
those
people.
reactions, no, yeah, that's people, but specifically in the men and the women and relationship situation, those reactions are very specific. It's going to be either from something
But
that's
what I'm saying
very,
is it's the
very
same.
negative.
If he comes and gives her messed up energy, she's gonna be piggybacking right off of him. That's what I'm saying. It's people. It's the same.
Right. So somebody got to respond with the right
So
energy. Who's
then
going to do it?
people, man and woman, shouldn't do it to each other.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
Agreed.
I don't
Agreed.
disagree at all.
100% agree.
Now, the show is an opinion-based show. We do speak um, as much truth and knowledge as we have at the time, at this point in time, right? And our aim is to talk to transformation in a positive way. But we always want to be realistic. And I would like to ask both the men on the panel and the one woman and the women watching, is it common that a man would speak to a woman the way that I spoke when I said the woman who keeps jacking stuff up needs to sit down, shut up, and allow me to handle it? Is it more common for a man to speak to a woman that way? Or is it more common for a woman to say, "Oh, you ain't know this and you ain't that and
That part.
you ain't worth this,
Next.
or you need to get this together, or I don't need no man, I could do it on my own."
That part.
And
I
Option
think
number
it's
two.
50-50.
You know, 50-50, nothing else. Get up.
That's my
Stop.
opinion. I think it's
Stop.
50-50.
Stop.
Period.
so
Stop.
that's the
Period.
poll.
Stop.
That's the
Stop.
poll. We have K Mac in the are watching along with Ruckus, who are additional men not on the panel right now. We do have some women watching as well. I'd like to know how y'all feel. Is it more common that a man is quote unquote in this context rude or speaks in a dominant manner, brash, a
May I go
little too
first?
forceful? Let me use the word that I use: aggressive.
May I go
For a
first?
man to be aggressive in the relationship or for the woman to be aggressive in relationship, 50-50, or is it more the woman bringing the
I actually think it's
aggressiveness?
more men. I think it's more men that are aggressive in relationships, actually.
So women out there being bullied for the most part, for real,
No, they
for real, for
actually
real.
call it verbal abuse. That's what it's called.
Okay. Verbal abuse. Okay.
So
Any
most women in
any
relationships.
abuse nowadays
Hold
is
on, hold
abuse.
on, hold on. Most
Mm,
women in
okay.
relationships are verbally abused. That's what we're saying.
The same barking that y'all were saying that
Mm-hmm.
women do at men, that's
Mm-hmm.
verbal abuse. No one should have to sit there and be like that.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
most women in relationship, more than
It is
50%.
mixed, right?
Hmm.
What do you mean?
No,
I would say
Mixed is not a
it's
number. Like how much is mixed? How much is that?
we don't know. I don't know.
We need an
Hmm.
we trying to determine a percentage here. It's
Well,
just
what?
opinion, you know. It's
No,
just opinion. It's
I
just
mean,
opinion. We just
I'm,
giving our opinion.
I'm
I'll
okay with
stick with
not
my
having the
first one,
percentage.
50-50. I will
Yeah,
stick at 50-50.
I don't. I think what is necessary is that we all establish and agree that it is wrong to have that type of communication in a
It
relationship if
is.
you want the
That's not
relationship to be
communication,
productive.
Dyson.
And yeah, and if we're saying that it's mixed or it's 50-50, that means that we have mankind has some growth to do. And we need to now, maybe we could start here in this conversation, figure out how can we fix it? How can we go from talk to transformation on this situation? Whereas
I
and I
think
ain't
it
telling no
starts.
lie. Many times I've wanted to tell
Look.
my
Here's why I
significant
can't.
other, shut
Dyson,
the hell up
hard. Dyson,
and do what I say.
it's very hard for me
But
to.
that
It's
don't.
very
You
hard
shouldn't
for me to.
always say what you think, though. You must think.
No, I of course.
You
Go ahead,
can't
Doc.
always say what you think.
Sometimes I could though, not always.
No, I'm saying. I was just saying it's a little hard for me to settle on that because if you look at the example that JP gave, that woman who he described using that word, uh,
Ooh,
whenever
Lamaria.
in any situation, whether it's corporate, whether it's in the home, when a woman acts like that, she's being strong, she's being empowered. If you see a man
No,
speak like that, he's being aggressive, he's being
there you
whatever.
go. Bingo,
that is a
You know,
bingo,
lie.
that is not
Whenever
bingo.
a
that's
That's
woman
not
is
a
not
lie,
talking
Hans.
like
that's a
that,
lie.
That's not a
when
lie.
Wait a minute.
That's
is
not
That's
a
a
lie.
talking
lie.
like, oh, you guys are now
Wait a
y'all just
minute.
telling
Wait.
lies.
That's
I
not a
need.
lie.
Hold on. Wait. I'm muting
Whenever
the mic
a
ons.
woman
Go
whenever
ahead.
a woman is speaking aggressively, she is called exactly what JP called her.
What I called her.
A bitch.
When did
I'm
I
talking
call her
about
that?
I'm
You
talking
said
about I'm talking about I'm talking about
you said
from
she
the
was being
woman.
bitchy.
I'm talking about from the woman's point of view. I'm talking about from the woman's point of view. Whenever a woman has that attitude, if it's towards a male, the woman is not going to say she's being bitchy. The woman is going to say
She's
that
being
she's
strong.
being strong, she's being empowered, she's a
That's a
strong
lie.
woman, and
That's a lie.
you can't
And
handle her.
her
That's a
friends are gonna
lie.
give her the
It
same title
depends.
too.
If
That's a
You
she
lie.
go,
Okay.
girl.
if
Okay.
it's
Come on.
another
It,
rude and despicable well, if it's another person who does the same thing, then they're gonna empower her and call it, oh yeah, you're so strong. If it's a woman who does not handle herself that way, they're not gonna tell her that. They're gonna call out and tell her she shouldn't say that. If he's making you feel like that, then you need to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
Let
depends
me.
on who in their circle.
all right.
Speaking about needing to
Yeah.
leave, I want to point out what Lamaria said. That men are so much more aggressive. Men take it too far, verbal to physical. Now here on the Sup'm show, um, we don't we don't condone that physical. Now we verbal. We talk it out. If you only know curse words because you illiterate or something, then get your statement out. However you feel best to get it out, but understand that words do hurt. And men should know that women are very aware that words hurt. Men
Yeah,
try to act like words don't hurt, but we know words hurt.
This is why
Um,
they use terms like small dick energy.
because that's what some of
yeah,
that is give off.
No,
yeah,
y'all use
I
that
don't.
term to try to cut through emotionally
yeah.
driven
Yeah,
men.
You say
because
things like that to
you
cut.
have a vagina
Emotionally
and you're a
driven
woman, so
men,
you
that
can tell a
works on.
woman why we
That
use
does
the
not
terms that
work.
we
But
use
Dyson, may I?
because
The
you
Yes.
point,
see
the
Dyson, may
point,
I?
the
Yeah,
point of
because
the
May I?
term.
now
May
I
you
can
I?
mute
Hold on,
Ans.
gents.
you
I can
must
mute
be
Ans
female.
mic right now.
Listen,
He must be
ladies,
female. How
understand.
can you tell a woman why
Me,
women?
I
Mute
can
her,
mute. I can
man.
mute. I can mute. I
Mute
can
her,
mute.
man. Mute
I
her.
mute you. So,
Mute her. Silencio, Hans.
talk so I can bring this woman back in the show,
Listen,
please.
whenever these women come with the small dick energy and this and this and that and this and that, that only works on the emotionally driven man. That does not work
Hmm.
on a man that's not all emotional like you guys. The reason why you say these things, because when y'all hear something y'all don't like, it hits a chord within y'all, and y'all get emotional by saying these things. So you say these things back to the guy to try to get him in his feelings. But that only works on the emotionally driven guy. That don't work on a man like me, because I already know that's what you could say. That's all you can say.
But
But you know what you won't say though? You won't argue the point at hand. You will dance around the point all day and then throw these definitions out there to cut off the conversation, because
That
you
give me
guys
a
hate the fact of being wrong.
that give me a question. Um, if if in a situation a woman did something that the man told her not to do, but she did it because she thought it was the right thing to do and that it would work, and it didn't work. It went very, very bad. Is it is the focus going to be on the man telling the woman to sit down, shut up, and let me handle it the way the man spoke to her, or is it going to be the fact that she just messed up?
No, I think it'll be the fact that she messed up, man.
God, you
But you
couldn't
don't
wait
It's
till
think
the
that
almost
end.
like
the argument would be turned into yeah, and so, but you don't need to be talking to me like that. You disrespectful. You don't need to talk to me like that. If you would stop talking to me like that, then maybe I wouldn't mess up. Like it wouldn't that you
and let
don't.
me say this, and see, this is why, and like in this space right here, this is why I was trying to explain to y'all before. But even based on JP's what JP just said, I know for a fact nothing that I said penetrated. Like
Okay.
nothing that I said went into his head.
Hey,
Like
did
it's
I
just
prove
not
my point
processing.
just now?
Because
What's her name
but
said? Nah, JP emotional. See?
because can you mute
Oh, come
him?
on,
Can you mute him, please?
Yeah, let me mute him, man, because he talking over
Please.
you. I need to hear what
Because
Answer's saying.
the what I'm trying to say is this is what I was trying to explain to y'all. When women start, and I'm not talking about a woman who's trying to say something to cut a man down. I
Yeah.
mean, like, literally, when women start trying, when a man or person said, anyone says something, okay, I'll use this. You asked in the beginning of the show, have
Mm-hmm.
we ever ran into someone who was mean or
Yes.
whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I said was, whenever I run into someone who's mean, I feel sad for them because I'm already trying to wonder why are they like that?
Yeah.
Something must be wrong.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, like, even like right now when you were saying, "Oh, she did this and now she just rah, 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 rah," you know what my mind is thinking?
Uh huh.
Who the heck has been doing this to Dyson?
Yeah, boy.
Like
Yeah, we
you
should get
don't.
them.
No, but it's like because it makes I say that because everyone hasn't had that experience. Every
Mm.
man hasn't been in a relationship with a woman who was barking at them or, always doing this or not letting them lead or so on and so forth. So that's where it's like for women, we're not trying to just cut you down, not always. But parts of it is also trying to figure out, wait, why is he like this? Why is he feeling like this? Why does he think this way? But
Uh huh.
JP is saying that it's always used in a way of trying to cut down a man and beat around the bush and not get to the facts.
Y'all
The
love to beat
point.
around the bush. Y'all love to beat around the bush. Y'all and move the goalpost too.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So, I think some interesting things was we just finished talking about what Ruckus said about it being okay for not okay for a man to say hurtful
Very,
words, but
I
it's
agree with
okay for
that.
a woman to say hurtful words. But I think collectively as intelligent people on this panel, we have acknowledged that it's not okay for either one um, to say hurtful things. And someone said to me just the other day that love doesn't hurt.
That what?
Say love doesn't hurt.
It
And
should
nonsense,
I
not.
mean, yeah,
Nonsense.
I
nonsense.
I quickly said, "Oh no, love is the reason things hurt.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
yeah, yeah.
Love is
Because
definitely
you
the
love them.
reason
Watch too
things
much
hurt."
Disney.
Because you
You
love
watch too
them.
much
It
Disney if you
hurts.
think that. You watch too much Disney
Yeah,
if you think that. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
what
yeah.
what
Love
what
is-
what 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 did what did K Max say this now?
I
Hold on, let
think
me
He
read
the
this
just
comment.
reason
he
He
just
just
said
said
answered.
that
if
is
if
just
you're
different.
throwing good dick on your woman, she will
Yeah,
never say small dick energy. That's false, bro.
In an
That's
argument.
false. That's false.
Again, we don't know the life
Alina.
you've lived, JP.
That's false.
She would say that she would still say it because she don't want you confident enough to go give it to
That's
nobody
it.
else.
Bingo. My point exactly. That's it.
Again,
To me,
I know
bro,
who
to
are
me,
taught for real.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna
Because
lie to you. No woman has ever, no woman has ever said that to me. But I think that's one of the most
Well, you only
disrespectful
had
things.
two women, Doc. You only
I only
had
had
two.
two. I only had two, and none of them said it to me.
Hmm.
I think it's extreme. I think that's an extremely disrespectful
Yep.
taunt. But the point, my previous point that I was making, if you all remember my previous point, the fact that
Uh-huh.
that term exists, because you never hear men say, "Oh, that's weak fellatio energy" or anything like
because
that.
y'all
We don't
have
have no
other
term.
things y'all say.
We
It
don't
wouldn't
have
be
no
the
term.
same.
We don't. What's the term we have? What is it?
But
Ah,
that's a good point, though, Doc. What do
What
we
is it?
say?
What do we
What are
say?
things men
bingo.
say that women don't?
What
But
do we
Ants,
say?
you
No,
just admitted my
hold on.
point. You hear what you just said?
Hold on,
You all
time
have
Hold on.
other
out,
Let's be
things
time
y'all
very
out.
say.
clear. Let's be very clear.
Go.
Dyson, mute. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. What is the male equivalent of when women say small dick energy? Please. I'm listening.
When you
You need
tell
to
her
think
she
about
fat
it.
and out of shape.
What is it? We don't have
When you
none.
tell her she fat and out of shape.
We
I
don't
think
have
I
any.
answered. I don't think I answered the question. But
My
let me ask.
question, my question, my
What is
question is,
BCE?
hold
Big
on. My
cock
JP, what did
question
energy,
you
is,
man.
say?
no, no,
Oh,
Big
no,
cock
no,
energy.
no,
okay.
no, no. Hold
Oh,
on, hold on, hold on,
say it
hold on,
again. Say it
hold
again,
on.
Doc. Go ahead.
Once again,
This.
the term small dick energy is well known around this side of the world. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what it means, when it is used, and why women use it. Everybody knows. So, what is
Mm-hmm.
the male equivalent of such a statement? I would like to hear it. What is it? Because I don't
Fat
know
and
it. So, what
sloppy.
is it?
Fat and
Pro-
you're getting
No,
fat and
man. No,
sloppy.
man. No. See,
let no let
you're
let
making it up
let
on the
let the
spot.
women answer.
You're
I don't
making
know
it
if
up
they
on the
still
spot.
watching, but let the women answer.
You're making it up on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because you saying men do it too. You saying men do it too. So what is the male equivalent? Because
I didn't
men
say
don't talk
men
like
do
that.
it too. I said there are things that men say that women don't. Just like there are things that women say that men don't. That is what I said.
So it proves the
Right.
fact what
But
I
what I'm
said
saying,
earlier. So you
what I'm
guys
saying
should
is,
What's
say this to try to get
BCE?
to the man,
What's
right?
BCE?
I don't even know what
Big.
Big
BC. I don't know
cock
what BC is.
energy.
But
Jeez, y'all
listen,
listening?
Oh.
today is the first day I'm hearing this.
Oh,
All over the internet, you can hear
oh,
small dick. All over the world, you can hear
I was
small dick
trying to
energy.
listen to Dr. Ken.
All over the
oh,
world, you can
Oh.
oh.
Go
I was
ahead,
trying to
Doc.
listen.
Oh,
these guys can't stay serious for 5 minutes, man.
I
I
was
swear,
trying to
man.
listen
You
to
don't
you.
stop.
They can't stay serious for 5 minutes.
5 minutes,
oh,
The point
man.
I'm,
oh,
the point I'm making is there is no male equivalent to that statement as far as when it is used and why it is used.
mhm,
There is no male equivalent. And that is my
Right.
point. Because only
yep,
Mm-hmm.
women get to say things like that. If
Mm-hmm.
men say things like that, we're extricated and say, we're abusive and we're this and we're that. But women can say small dick energy and we're supposed to either take it or man up or whatever.
But you
yep.
And
shouldn't. You
that is my
shouldn't.
point. So is never been equal in that regard. It's never been balanced in that regard. Never. So that's why I don't say it's not 50-50. I can't agree with the 50-50 thing. I really
Okay,
can't.
what it is then, Ruckus? Help us out.
Them ladies abandon hands in the comment section. They roll out.
They probably
No,
got
they got
they
on
probably
here
They
got
before
gone.
sandwiches to
you.
make, man.
They're like got
They got
sandwich
on
to
here
make and
before
clothes
they
to wash.
clocked in. They're working tonight.
They get
Oh,
clothes
okay.
to wash and sandwiches to
That's
make.
cool. Let them know that we really appreciate them chiming in
I
tonight.
will.
Yeah, final words
JP,
on this topic that I
JP,
probably have to go
JP.
change the flyer on to make it more represent what we actually talk about. Um, it's something I was gonna ask. Yeah, but okay. So I guess the topic now is
What
geez,
is it about?
in
No, we should talk
in
about me.
the insults men
Does
say to
tone matter?
women.
How
We
about
still
that?
talk about
Does
me people.
tone matter? Yeah, I guess we still talking about men people in a
Yeah,
sense.
we
We
are.
still talk
Yeah.
about
You're
me
right.
people.
Because
Because
those
I'm
are
a
mean
nigga.
people.
Oh,
I
hey,
would
Lamaria,
never,
welcome back.
I would never date a mean person. I would never date a mean person.
But what if you are the mean person?
Yeah, Doc, you mean as hell. Nasty five
Well,
plus one.
listen, did I not give you all one of my violent stories last week? So
Yes, you
there's no
did.
way.
Yes, you did.
So
Yes, you are
I
not the
am
mean
not the mean
person.
person. I am the
Yeah, she
person
was mean.
I have been mean to.
Yes,
Okay,
that's true. That's
I am
true.
a mean person.
Let's say so.
I am the person who
An
deserves
immature woman. Hold
the
on, Doc. Hold on, thought. An
Not
immature
to not
woman
to a
would
man.
say small dick energy. A mature woman would never say that. But I say it all the time. I said it.
Well, thank you,
an
Lamaria. There it
immature
is.
woman would say small dick energy. A mature woman would never say something like that to put a man down. I feel
So
No,
a
they
I,
bunch
didn't
of
say
a
they didn't
bunch of
say it to
ladies is
our
immature in
face.
that group. There you go. Y'all
No, they
immature
didn't
as
say
hell.
it to our
That's all y'all
face.
say.
They said it in conversation amongst themselves.
Guess what?
So
yeah, it
Women
was
love to
if
say it
direct.
face.
okay, we have two of them right in the group now. Aunts, do you feel as though a woman or any of your friends, any woman that you know, would take that home to their significant other and tell them to their face what they're giving, the energy they're giving them is small dick energy? Would they
First
say
of
that
all,
to
I
the
don't
man's
think that
face?
there's no woman in my friend group who is with a man who they feel has that energy. So that's not something that would even have to be taken to him.
Boom.
Good,
Okay. But
very good.
if one of their men slip up, came home one day after she had jacked something up, jack up some finances and say, you need to sit down, shut up, and allow me to handle things. Would she turn around and say to him what she said amongst her friends in the group?
Girl, answers, man. I really
No,
got small
no.
dick energy. Send.
It could go two ways. If that is not how he usually is, and she really feels like she really effed up, she may be
Right.
turned on by him saying,
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So I could keep saying what I
you see
said.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you
No,
Because
said.
if that's
no,
not his norm to always
no,
complain, and he just has to
no,
be, okay, I'm putting my foot down, I'm like, chill. I let you
no,
cry. Now let me do it. Go sit down
Yeah.
now.
no,
Yeah.
no,
She may
I
just be like, okay, daddy,
want.
do it.
no.
One say no.
Bro, listen, like I said in the group chat, these women will say whatever they got to say save face, bro. And the conversation that they have amongst each other is completely different than the conversation where they have in front of their significant other or behind the scenes.
In
That's a
that
fact.
turn, why, Ruckus?
Yeah. Because you're a
Say
unicorn. We
nephew.
different.
That's a fact.
Say
We
nephew.
different.
When they amongst each other, they
Yeah.
talk
Of
crazy to each
course.
other.
Of
All
course.
right.
We know that.
Say
We know that.
But
nephew.
when y'all get in front of the real deal, y'all don't know what to say. Like come on, stop.
Some men do that
We
too,
don't know
though.
what to say, or we choose not to. Would you prefer
Did you
them
hear
to
what I
say
say
it to
before that?
you?
Is that the only part you heard about my statement? Is that the only part you got out of that? Is that the only part you got out of what I said? Stop doing selective hearing. Hear the whole situation before you comment.
I did. I can.
No, you didn't, because you only comment on the end of what I said. Why don't you
Okay, let me
comment on
mute
the
the two of
beginning?
them, Mike. I can mute the two of them. Let me see. Mute on.
I'm being
Mute one.
Dyson.
Hey, Doc.
I
How
behave
you
it.
doing today? Yeah, I know.
I
Let's
did,
just
man.
let's bring our show back to making sense, because I don't know, these
Yes.
two making all this noise about in my head, man. The two of them, that's woman and man screaming offensive things at me, and I don't like it.
Well,
Mute them, Mike.
let me go first, then, Mr. Dyson, if you would allow me to.
Yes, please.
So,
Final words.
all right, final words. Let me sit up. All right, final words. I feel like
Yes.
this. To use your example, if my woman messes up, but she rarely does, but if my woman messes up, and I have to come home and say something to her like what you said, sit down, shut up, and let me handle it. That's not something I would say. That's not a way I would approach it. One thing you should never do as a couple is rub it in each other's face. You should never rub it. You should never.
Right.
You know what I mean? You should never turn the knife in your partner. That's not a good feeling. And when you say things like small dick energy or whatever other things like that, when you say words to try to hurt your partner, that's like turning the knife, and you really shouldn't, because that's going to create resentment. And resentment, whether you see the partner reacts or not, But especially men, because men tend to hold in resentment longer than women do in a relationship. It's the men that usually hold in the resentment. They don't respond. They don't say anything. They act like it don't bother them. They go out and they lash out somewhere else, or they lash out in the home, or they lash out on the kids, or they go in the club and they drink up, or they get alcoholic, or they find a sweetheart, whatever. It ends up somewhere else before it usually affects the person who actually caused the resentment. Right? That's what usually happens. Usually when women resent you, you know right away. Usually, you know right away, or soon afterwards, that she's got a problem with you. Okay?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, when that resentment builds up, depending on who the individual is, the individual will react to different. The individual will react the only way they know how to. The first thing they're going to protect is themselves.
Right.
And protecting themselves means attacking you and destroying you. That's what they're going to do. If protecting themselves means abandoning you, that's what they're going to do. If protecting themselves means, pretending like they love you and doing something else, that's what they're going to do. But they're going to go into self-preservation mode. So I think that if you're with somebody who turns the knife like that, that's one of your first red flags that you need to start separating yourself. Because at no level in a relationship, so you'll be turning the knife inside somebody by saying something hurtful or doing something hurtful like that. That's my opinion.
Yep. Who want to go next?
Now y'all quiet. Now y'all quiet. Now y'all got nothing to say.
Oh, I forgot.
My mic is muted.
I forgot that mic was muted. Man, I was wondering why it's so quiet in here.
I'm with everything Dr. Ken said.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that sums it up.
Yeah, that literally sums it all up.
Yeah. Well, Lamaria said, was it Lamaria? No, Jayandria said that we need more women on the panel. I will reach out again to some more of my female friends and see if we can get a few more women on the panel, especially when we have these relationship conversations. But as you can tell, I think the doctor summed it up very well in an unbiased way, a nice balanced way. And that's what we believe in. We believe that men are men, women are women. There are women things, women thoughts, women behaviors, as there are men, and they are totally different. We will have to take a moment, like Ans had to do with me, and count to 10 and decipher what is meant in the words that are said. And the same thing with women speak to men. And we have to, I guess, be human beings, that hierarchy, that higher level of being on the planet that is able to use this, right? Use your brain, man. Cool. So, all right, that's episode number 81. Anyone else have anything else to say? I see one say, "You're tired, eh?" Ah, Lord.
For me? Not tired, man. Hey, it ain't no way of getting through them, bro. So whatever Kent Bazard said, that's what it is.
All right. Yeah, I will definitely try to add more women to the panel. We got our rockets back on.
These two. My goodness.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Put them right to the top. Episode.
These two.
This is episode 81 of the Ons and One show, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next Sunday with another heated discussion.
We all know they tuned in to see this anyway. So.
We'll pick a topic by Wednesday, even though I failed this week. Hey, I got finals. I on finals. School is just about done. One more week and that's it. So yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Hey, listen, Dyson, you and Ken, stay on after we log off.
Okay, kick Hans out.
Yeah.
All right.
Away with her.
Y'all can also email the sup'mshow@gmail.com any topics that you would like for us to talk about. If something happened in your life that you want us to discuss, you want to get our opinion on it, please send it to us. Hit me up in the DMs at Sup'm Show on Instagram, Facebook.
Wait, that is so funny.
And we out, man. Peace out. Good night.